all of that beautiful stuff is going to transform into flowers very, very soon. Probably in the month of May, there'll be so much more color, but the green is beautiful. So thank you for joining me. My name is Stacy. Every Wednesday at 8:30 Mountain Time, I hop on to do a gentle yoga practice. And today's we're going to do a little bit of a standing practice just to invite the day in. I like to do this on Wednesdays because I feel like it's a great kind of midweek pause where we start the week out with a lot of intention, we're ready to roll, we're being productive, and then we hit the midweek slump. And I feel like when we get to that midweek slump, it's a great time to just hit the timeout and reevaluate and readjust. And I just did a podcast on pivoting, and it's always okay to pivot. And I think we think that we're supposed to be on the same path all the time, doing the same thing every single day, and it's not okay to pivot. And I say it's okay to pivot. So grab a chair, grab a yoga mat. I have two blocks right there if you like to practice with blocks, and we'll just sort of see where we go. It's a soft breeze, it's a warm day here, supposed to get super cold, maybe even snow tomorrow. So we'll see. That's what happens in Colorado. We have this beautiful, beautiful day. It's a little breezy, and then we have snow, and then it's beautiful again. So you just learn to roll with it in Colorado. Tall. You can also be in a chair for this, and I'll give you options along with how to adjust a standing shape to a seated shape. I do have my chair handy in case I decide to sit or use it to support a standing pose. Turn your palms away from you. You might close your eyes, or if you are practicing outside with me, you might take a peek at something beautiful. Perhaps the sky, just gorgeous blue. Perhaps the color green. There are millions of shades of green. There might be some color in your environment. And then close your eyes and tune your awareness to what you hear. I'm surrounded by finch and blue jays, chickadees. You might hear the humming of an appliance or the voices of people in your home. With your eyes closed, I want you now to feel a sensation. If you're outside as I am, you might feel a soft breeze. If you're practicing inside, you might feel the comfort and warmth of the carpeting under your feet. It might be the sweater that you're wearing. And when we tune our awareness to our senses, we completely come into the present moment. I talk about that on a video coming up later this week. I'll go ahead and open your eyes. Place your hand on your heart, hand on your belly. That sometimes we overcomplicate this yoga practice. And we think in terms of if it's not going to be an hour or it's not going to be on a yoga mat, we simply don't do it. And I'll show you how to use your sofa or a recliner to just pause. And sometimes when we feel tension in our life, just simply pausing, take a breath. That's why I love Wednesday yoga, because it's the pause, it's the halfway point. Take another breath. Feel your chest, maybe feel your heart beating. Feel your belly expand. Feel the breeze. Feel the warmth wherever you are. Just feel. Lower your hands. We're going to interlace them behind you. If you're in a chair, you're going to want to sit close to the edge. Just hold on to the chair. Interlace your fingers like a basket. And then drag your knuckles down. Press your heart up. Take your eyes up. Just get a nice soft heart opener. We're going to spill forward in this. So keeping your hands in the basket. If you're standing, if you're in a chair, just keep your hands behind you. We're going to bend the knees softly and then just spill over our legs. Now you can keep your hands down by your low back, or you can let them rise. Lower your hands and rise up to stand. So we're going to bring the basket in front. Same thing, interlace your fingers in front. Flip your basket, push away from you. Beautiful. Bring that in and then push away from you. Feel that in the carpal tunnel area of your wrist, the palms of your hands. Two more. Push and come on in. Yes, Olivia, we're doing yoga outside. All right, here we go. Push it out and reach it up. Get a good morning stretch. We're going to keep our hands hooked into the upside down basket. Reach over to one side, doesn't matter which. Come back to center. Reach over to the other side. Maybe jut that opposite hip out. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Come back up. Slip the basket away and circle your arms, roll your shoulders. We're going to come into a half sun salutation just to greet this Wednesday. Pause halfway, reevaluate your intention, reevaluate your week, reevaluate you. I'm going to use my chair just so you can see how I'm going to use that to support me in my half sun. So turn towards the top edge of your mat, or you can just turn towards me and follow along. Circle up, big breath in. Take your eyes up to the sky, maybe lean back. And on your exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down, bend your knees. It's the first one, so be soft. Hands are going to come to the blocks, a chair, or the floor. Come up halfway and straighten everything. Now take a peek and notice how everything is straight, arms, spine, and legs. Take a breath here. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, and spill your body over your legs. Let's try that halfway lift again. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and fold. Take your hands off the blocks or the chair and slowly rise up. When you get to the top, turn your palms. We're going to do that 3 times. And the idea is that we are greeting today. It's 8:30ish Mountain Time, Colorado time. We're greeting the day and we're deciding right now, I'm going to be present. I'm going to be grateful. Look at what's around me. And I'm going to move through the day with gratitude. You choose for you what you want to move through. All right, here we go. Inhale up, circle up, big breath. Exhale, swan dive forward. Maybe grab the chair, the block, or the floor. Take a halfway lift. Take a breath. Exhale and fold. Inhale to rise. When you get to the top, exhale, turn your palms. Let's do it again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Woo! One more. Turn your palms. It's getting windy. Inhale up. Exhale, swan. Bend those knees, straighten everything. Take a breath. And fold. Rebuild the spine and come on up. We're going to turn towards the long edge of the mat and step the feet wide. Toes are going to face forward. So I'm in this star shape. I've got this beautiful opening through my hips. I'm going to tee out my arms, palm face down, beautiful star shape. Now take your chin and bring it slightly in. That creates space in your neck. Ready? Drop your right hand. Keep everything in a straight line. If you're in a chair, just simply scoot to the edge, straighten your legs. Beautiful. Come back to the star shape. Let's do the other side. Left hand lowers, right hand reaches. Think length and long lines. Come back to center. Now we're going to turn the right toes that way and bend the right knee. Keep the arms in that star shape, but this one is called Warrior 2. It doesn't really matter what it's called, but just notice the shape. Arms are lengthwise, long arms, shoulders away from the ears. Right knee is bent. We're going to come into a little movement here. Ready? Straighten your right leg. Bend your right leg. Do this 5 times. Inhale and exhale. Feel a little bit of heat coming into the leg. Bend and straighten. Arms might be getting tired. Keep them up there. 2 more. Beautiful. Last one, hold. We're going to take the right arm and lower it to the right leg, left arm to the sky. You can stay here. This is plenty. If you want a little bit more, bend a little deeper, reach your left arm up and over, and notice this long line for the left side. Hold and breathe. Now we're going to straighten the right leg. And here we are in that beautiful shape we know as triangle. Bend your right knee. Come back to warrior two. Feel strength and empowerment, and push the seed into your heart. We've been doing this all month long. The seed is the intention in which you would like to grow this spring. The first thing a seed does is it opens, then it grows, and then it spreads. And as it spreads, it returns to you. Think of what you would like to grow this spring and grow in hope. Open your seed, grow your seed, scatter your seed. Keep your legs where they are. I know they're getting hot. One more time, hold your seed, your intention, hope. Open it, grow it, and scatter it. Bring your hands back to your heart, straighten your right leg, turn your toes back to front, and here we are. Take a breath. Empty the breath. Same thing, left side. So I'm going to turn my left toes. I'm going to bend my left knee, right toes are forward. Take your hips and just place your hands on your pelvis. Mine want to turn diagonally towards my left leg, but we want our hips to be open. Okay, so as I open my hips to you, my left knee really wants to fall in, and that's because of the problem with my hip. So for me to modify this to be safe in my knee, safe in my hip, I'm going to shorten my stance just a little bit and then bend my knee. And now you can see that I've created the space to get my hips to face you so that I'm not pulling that knee in. Tee out the arms. If you're brand new to me, I've had 6 hip surgeries. I'm waiting for 7 and 8. So my hip's a little cranky on the left side, so I have to be really careful. Hold and breathe. Ready? We're going to inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and bend. You can modify this. Now, if you're in a chair, the left leg is just looped over, and your work is to hold your arms steady without getting the shoulders into the ears and following along when we get to that side angle. Let's do one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Hold here. Drop your left arm, right hand to the sky. This could be your version of side angle. If you would like to and your body's able to, you'll lower your left arm, reach your right arm up and over. So I'm still in the shape. I'm just not able to get quite as deep, but I'm still in the shape and it feels good. And that's what's important, sensation. Ready? Straighten your left leg. Come into that familiar triangle pose. There's our woodpecker. He comes every week. Bend your left. Rise up to warrior two. Turn your toes and lower your arms. Roll the shoulders. Arms should be feeling it. And I'm going to turn my toes out. And I'm going to imagine that that beautiful green grass behind me is vertical, and I'm going to slide down it. So I'm not tipping forward. I'm sliding down. And then I'm going to stack my arms like fire logs and then give my hips a little shimmy. You may be able to go deeper. Because of my left, this is my limit, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to open my arms like a cactus. Stretch your chest. Stack your fire logs. Every time you stack, you're going to put the opposite arm on the bottom. Open and close. So let's add the breath. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, fire logs. Inhale. Feel heat in your legs. We've got 3 more. Keep going, keep breathing. The idea is that we have movement on the upper body, steadiness on the bottom, which correlates to one more. Hold here. Tip your cactus. There will be reach, steadiness in your life and chaos in your life. Both are fine. Come back, tip and reach. Come back and rise. So the purpose of why I like to have a steady lower body, perhaps, and movement in my upper body is to remind me that we can have both. We can have productivity and we can have ease. We can have effort and ease. We can have strength and softness. We can have both. We don't have to be one, okay? And so we're going to come to a standing position. I'm going to flip my chair around just in case I need it. If you have a chair handy, it's nice to have. And because we're outside and because it's beautiful and because it's windy, we're going to practice some standing balance. All right, left leg becomes the tree trunk, toes spread wide, hands come to the heart. Oh, we didn't do the seat on the left side. That's okay. All right, hold your seat. Left leg is your standing leg. If you're in a chair, push the left foot into the ground. Lift your right knee. Lift your right knee. Now hold your seed. That's your intention. That's whatever you're choosing to grow. I'm growing hope. Open your seed. Grow your seed. Scatter your seed and hold. Now, if you'd like, you can open up and place the right foot on the left leg in a traditional tree pose, or you can hang out with me with just the knee lifted. Hold and breathe. It's okay if you wobble, just jump back in. It's no big deal. No prize comes. Inhale up. Hands to heart center, hold the seed, lower everything. There is no prize. No confetti comes from the sky if you're able to stand on one leg. It's not that big of a deal. It's just right leg is the tree trunk. Hands go to heart center, hold your seed. Lift your left leg. Open your seed. Grow your seed. Scatter and hold. We're here for 3 breaths. You can open that left knee if you'd like. If you're outside with me, feel the breeze. It challenges you because there's movement around you, and yet you are steady. One more breath and return. Hands to heart center. We're going to come into another fun standing pose, and then we're going to finish this up. Wednesday yoga is simply to connect with yourself, to connect with your senses, to hit the pause button in your day, in your week. I'm going to bring my chair over to this side. So we're going to come into half moon supported. Okay, so if you're in a chair, I'll give you options for half moon in a chair. I'm going to step my feet wide-ish. Turn the right toes towards the right. Okay, I'm going to use a chair. Maybe I won't, maybe I will, but it's there if I need it. Bend the right knee and tee out the arms. We've been here a few times today, right? Now, peek down at your right toes. Here's how we get into it. We're going to peek at the toes. We're going to hop the left foot halfway in, and then we're going to lift the left leg. Now, I have a chair handy. You may bring the hand to a block or the floor, depending on your flexibility, and then the left arm's going to rise. Now, if you're in a chair, your half moon looks very different. I'll show you. Breathe. Inhale to rise. If you're practicing in a chair, and then we'll do the other side. If you're half mooning in a chair, it looks a little bit different. And the idea is that we're creating stability while still challenging the body to remain balanced. So a half moon in a chair looks a lot different, but just hang out with me, okay? So the right leg is our standing leg. That's that stability. I'm going to lift the left, tee out the arms, and tip. Okay, so you're relying on that right leg and pushing hard. This is a version of half moon in a chair. Inhale up, lower everything. Let's do the other side. So if you're in a chair, your left leg will be the grounded one. Your right leg will be the elevated one, and then you'll tip when we all tip. All right, here we go. Half moon left side, so we're going to step wide-ish. Left toes turn. Arms tee out. Bend your left knee. We've been here. Peek at your left toes. Okay, hop your right foot halfway up. Lower the left hand. Lift your right leg. And then the right arm rises. Okay, so I'm using a chair. That's no big deal. It's fine. And rise. Using props is the way to go. Now, certainly, there was a time in my life where doing half moon without a prop was where my practice was at. And that's that pivoting that I talk about a lot. There certainly was a time in my life where practicing a physical asana practice looked very different. There was a lot more strength involved. There was dynamic poses. It's where I was, and where I am now is beautiful. That was beautiful too, but where I am now is beautiful. And the seasons that we evolve in, just like nature, if we resist those seasons, then we usually are suffering. And so we're in whatever season we're in, whether we're in the recovery season or we're in an aging season, or maybe we just had a baby season, or maybe we're struggling with extra weight season. Accept the season that you're in and make modifications for your physical practice. Hand on your heart, hand on your belly. Take a breath. Close your eyes and just feel what a little bit of movement, a little bit of breath work, a little bit of stopping what you're doing, taking 15, 20 minutes to care for you, to feel sensation in your body, to feel strength, to feel alive, to feel beautiful, to feel strong, to feel confident, and to feel in control of your destiny. You create your life. Take a breath of gratitude. And then we're going to close with our seed practice. I am holding a seed of hope. First thing a seed does when it is in the dirt is it opens. Then the seed grows, and then the seeds scatter. And as they scatter, they often return to us. One more time, you choose your seed, your intention. Open it, grow it, scatter it, and it will be returned to you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you next Wednesday for more beautiful springtime outdoor yoga. If you choose to practice outdoors with me, this will transform into even more beauty as you transform into beauty. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you next week. Watch for a couple videos. I have a podcast dropping soon, I think tomorrow, and then my little bit of a discussion on how to use everyday furniture to get into sensation in your body, and that sometimes having a full practice is great, but sometimes just feeling a sensation in the middle of a day, in the middle of a tense moment, can reset how we perceive tension and challenges and bring us back to grace. So look for that. That'll maybe even pop up today. So subscribe, share, like, comment, be my friend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.